Welcome to another Soccer Down Here 1v1. Time to catch up with Vice Chairman, Chief Brand Officer of Greenville Triumph and USL League One, Doug Erwin. Doug, does it feel like we're this close to playing soccer?
You know, it feels like we're far away, but then I look and see the championships in 4 days or whatever. So, yeah, it feels good to know it's on the horizon.
What have been, I guess, some of the biggest lessons that the front office and the team have learned getting ready for the restart of everything, and especially where League One is concerned?
I think that for the front office, we've learned really how great our staff is, and how energetic they are about getting stuff done, even when there's not a match to be played soon. I think we've taken advantage of this, I hate to say opportunity, that makes it sound like it's been a positive, it hasn't, but taking advantage of this time to get a lot of work done, to position ourselves for a great finish to 2020, and most importantly, getting a head start on some stuff for 2021, where we know it's going to be an important year. Hopefully things continue to trend well, that 2021 is back to somewhat sense of normal.
And at the same time, the Triumph have done some really cool things to continue to be integrated and active in the community. What's the feedback been like, both inside the office and in the double state there, with everything that you guys have done in North and South Carolina and the footprint in Georgia as well? What's the feedback been like on everything that you guys have done to reach out?
I think it's been great. Obviously, not knowing how long we were going to be without soccer. We came in with some ideas of stuff we might want to try, but a lot just happened organically. I think our big success with our Match to Triumph to raise money for local COVID relief was huge. To raise over $40,000 in 3 weeks was, I was in awe. I think most of our staff was in awe. The community response was so great to that, and I think even more than just the local community, there were people getting in from across the country that had ties to Greenville and the upstate and the Carolinas, and wanted to see this fundraiser do well, wanted to participate in a community that they had called home either previously or still call home. So that was really cool for us. It was a great idea. Coach Hart's brought that to us. He had seen some other clubs doing it, and it just seemed to make so much sense with the mission of our club to figure out what we could do during the time to give back and turn the attention to where it needed to be most. We'd love to be in the limelight playing soccer, but while we couldn't, we wanted to turn to what's going on in our community and how we can help.
And obviously having the players as a part of that as well, where Harksey comes up with an idea, the players are all gung-ho, everyone's active. Just to have that collective weight, I think it speaks well to the folks that have been assembled there in Greenville for this franchise, not just in the front office, but those who want to represent the team in the community as well, who play on a weekly basis.
Yeah, for sure. I think it spoke to the club culture that we've tried to create, and that John's helped create within the players and the technical staff. And, I think that it's really fun when we're able to get our entire weight as an organization behind something, because throughout the course of the season, as you might expect, the front office and the technical staff don't get a lot of time together, don't get a lot of time to focus on the same things, just due to the schedule and training and everything that we've got going on. So it's a rare opportunity for us, and we were excited to be able to take advantage of it.
When you look at the to-do list to get ready for those first home matches at Legacy early, how big is that to-do list on the whiteboard, whether it's on the fridge or in the office? I mean, it seems like it's kind of far away, but it's not. The season isn't all that far away. What is the to-do list looking like now that you're kind of getting into knowing what dates are and knowing what you have to do to get ready?
Yeah, John, that's a great question. It's a big to-do list, and I think more importantly than the length of it, it's a different to-do list. With the return to play protocols, there are a lot of things that we're doing, but thankfully we have been working on even before those protocols came out. When we went into temporary shutdown mode in March, we immediately started working on plans around health and safety from a match day experience for both the the players, staff, as well as fans whenever we're able to welcome them, on how we can make it safe for everyone. And I think we all feel pretty good about the plans that we've put together, both for potential closed doors or potential open doors matches. So we've been knocking out a lot of those protocols and ordering things like giant backpacks of sanitizing chemicals and you name it, masks and everything, because we know that safety is kind of coming ahead of enjoyment for everybody at this point.
What's your biggest concern going forward?
I think for us, obviously, it's just the ability to keep everybody safe, and mainly, I don't talk about from a fan standpoint, but more from our players and our staff standpoint. I think we all see what's going on with the MLS tournament and baseball and everything, and I think there's just so much out of our control. I think that's something we worry about, but again, we feel confident that we're taking every measure we reasonably can. We know that some of this is out of our hands, and that's worrisome in and of itself. But it does help to feel confident, like we've got a good plan, and we'll hope for the best. What
are you most looking forward to?
Man, a lot of things. I said something on Twitter the other day. We unveiled our alternate kit March and haven't gotten to wear it yet. So that's like a little thing that I'm really excited to see on the field. But I think mainly just to see the improvements the squad has made. We were in a place, a couple weeks out from the season start back in March, where we'd come off of 3 championship scrimmages, and we were feeling really good about the progression of the team. I know the coaching staff was, and I think we returned a great core, but on top of that added a lot of good depth pieces, and frankly, I'm so glad we did, because with a compressed schedule, that's due to come out later this week, I think we're going to need those depth pieces, because there's going to be a lot more of tweaking starting lineups and trying to keep guys fresh. So I'm excited to see how those additions mesh into the team, and I think that we have a lot of things to look forward to on the field. I think we're in great shape for this season.
Vice Chair, Chief Brand Officer, Greenville Triumph, greenvilletriumph.com. Don't forget to download the app, available iOS and Android. Doug, it's always good to catch up with you. Looking forward to seeing League One get here before we know it. We can actually look at wins and losses and sprints and omitted opponents and figure out all that kind of stuff as you do the match sprint to determine a champ in League One. We'll obviously be catching up with you and keeping an eye. Thanks for coming on with us for a bit of an update.
John. Talking to you.